What's up, everybody? It's Best Side to Millions. Day Trading Republic. I am a nurse anesthesia resident that trades stocks. I've been trading stocks since 2014. I've been trading stocks in different markets. I've traded in the COVID markets. I've traded in the Brexit markets. I've traded in the medical marijuana mania markets. I traded in the Bitcoin mania markets. I've traded in the artificial intelligence markets. Every market cycle is different. But what I want to say is that if you want to learn how to set up Thinkorswim, this is the perfect video for you to watch. I'm going to break this video down into pieces because everybody likes short form content. So let's get right into it so we're not wasting so much time. The most important thing here, right now you can see I'm in a simulated account just to show you guys how to set up your account. So if you have stuff already here, what you can do is you can go to customize grid. And then you'll see this little box pop up. Now, if you click this one, it opens up a new box. If you click, it opens up a box to the downside. If you click this one, it opens up a box to the right side. And if you click this one, it deletes boxes. So right now we're gonna pretty much start deleting boxes, right? And we're deleting boxes because I want you guys to be able to start from zero. So now you have your main box. Right. Obviously, my Thinkorswim platform looks a little bit different because I have settings on, but don't worry about that. We'll talk about that a little later. So now you have your grid. Now, depending on how big your screen is, or if you're just starting out, I recommend you, well, if your screen is big, you can have multiple windows. But if you're just starting out, I recommend you to just focus on 2 to 3 windows so you're not totally distracted. Now you can click here to minimize this, which will make this bigger. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 3 windows. So I want one to the middle and one to the right. Right now, how I have it on my monitor, and as you can see, you can kind of click things here. So you have trade, right? If you want to open up a trade window where you can now plug in your trades. You have time and sales, which will allow you to see all the buy and sell orders. You have level 2, which will allow you to see which orders are coming up in the market that are on the bid or on the sell side. Obviously, the market is closed, so these numbers are not correct. I use a company that you guys know very well, which is Tesla. So, what else? You have live news, but obviously we're in a simulated account. So if you wanted news, it'll populate here. And you have option chain, which if you did want to use the option chain, you can see the option strike prices here in option contracts. But just to dive a little bit deeper into how I like to set it up, I'm just showing you that you do have toggle buttons here, so you can figure out which toggle buttons that you like. Okay. So once you have your customized grid open, you can now close it. So if you want to end this little box screen, you just come here and then you'll turn off customized grid. Perfect. All right. So now you have some of the tools that you want to have on your monitor. So now let's pull up a chart. We're gonna pull up, I don't know, Tesla again, and then you see that these buttons populate again, and then we'll go Tesla again. Let's see. So you can set it up in 2 different ways, however you like it. Maybe you like your chart on the left side, and then you could just turn this chart off and then turn on active trader. Therefore, now you have the ability to see orders, and you have the ability to type in orders, how much you want to buy, how much you want to sell, say buy market, sell market. If you don't like these buttons, you can come here and click settings, and then you can click like I like buy as buy bid. I like sell as sell bid. What else? And I like cancel all in case something's going on with the stock and I have multiple orders and I want to get out quickly. So I'll click move up here. And once you move it up, we're just moving up to the top. I don't want it to be at the bottom where it's not showing because it's at second line here. We want it to be above second line because we want all of these buy as buy bid, cancel all, sell as sell bid, buy market. And you can organize it how you want to. If you want it to be, all together with the sell side, you want the buy market to be all together with the buy, and you can click order, right? So you have your buy as buy bid, buy market, sell as sell bid, sell market. And buy as buy bid is limit orders. So you're setting a price that you want Buy market is get me in at any price possible. I don't care what it is. I need to get in fast. So if you want to get in fast, you use buy market. If you want to sell fast, you use sell market. If you want to sell for a specific price like $290 or buy for a specific price like $290, you do sell bid, sell ask, or buy bid, buy ask, right? All right, moving along. So you can keep this window as more as an active trader window if that is what you want to do. The next thing you can do for this window, if you want to, you could have maybe an option chain. Like let's say you decide you want to trade options. So you're like, I want to make this an option chain, right? And then you can go ahead and link the windows by clicking here, and we can change it auto red. So if we change it auto red, right, it will start connecting. As you can see, the names of the things are now starting to change, right? I need to move my window a little bit here so you can see what I'm talking about. There you go. So now you see the sell bid, sell market. You see all these orders, right? Now you have your option chain. So if we link everything together, we call it red. As soon as we decide to, let's say we want to look at, let's say Meta. As you can see, everything changes now. It says Meta, right? And then we can go back to Tesla. And then we have Tesla. Now, if you want to look at multiple charts, you could turn off active trader. You can change this to the 15-minute time frame, right? You can also change this to the 30-minute time frame, right? So there you have it. You got 15, 30-minute. You could change this to the 1 hour or daily chart if you want to, whatever the case may be. And that is pretty much setting up multiple windows on Thinkorswim. So I like to have a chart. I like to have an active trader where I'm able to watch the chart and be able to make determinations if I want to buy the stock or if I want to sell the stock. What else? And also I like to sometimes have, maybe the news tab. You can have a news tab here if you want to see what the latest news is, or you can have a level 2, right? So you can actually go back to customize grid, and then you can say, all right, here I want to have a level 2. So everything is kind of in separate windows and you're not getting everything messed up, right? And then here you can say, I want to have, an option chain. And then therefore everything is kind of separated. So you got your level 2, here's where you do your active trading. Here's where you monitor the charts. And then you're like, hey, I want another chart of the 5-minute time frame because I want to be able to look at the broader picture. And then you can add a chart of the 5-minute time frame. And this is pretty much how you can set up your Thinkorswim in the way that you would like to. How I have mine set up, I have just 2 active traders in the middle, and I have but my screen is a lot larger, so depending on how you're trading, it's going to determine how your setup is going to be based on your screen size. So how I have mine set up, I have 2 charts here, I have 2 active traders here, and I have also another chart here. So I sometimes kind of just bring this over because I don't need the active trader to be that big. I more or less need the charts to be big. So I would just make these a little bit smaller. And then, obviously even them out. It's a little bit uneven. And then there you have it. This would be like my type of screen. So I would go and I would click customize, turn off the grid. And there you have it. So now you have your full day trader setup, right? So now I got my 1 minute here, I got my 5 minute here, I got another 1 minute here, and I got another 5 minute here. So I'm gonna change the color codes of these to blue because now I'm looking at multiple stocks, right? I want to look at what the SPX is doing, right? Or the ES, for example, the European stock market is doing. I want to watch this, or I want to watch while I watch Tesla, right? Because these things tend to move at the same time. Like as Tesla goes down, the ES is going down at the same time, right? So, or SPY, however you call it, kind of correlates with a lot of these not foreign, but European markets. Okay, so what else? So now you have your setup, right? So now let's talk about the watch list. Now you have a watch list. Now the key thing is with the watch list is that if you have stocks on the watch list, you can link them to the color codes here, right? So now if I got eBay, it just populates, right? I got Microsoft, it just populates. And obviously these are bigger time frame trading stocks, so we could just look at multiple time frames, right? These are all chart Fibonacci's and things that I draw on my charts every day. And if you want to add stocks to the watch list, like let's say you like, man, I want to add Webull, right? I want to add Hims. It's been doing good. I want to add give me some stocks, guys. I want to add Palantir, PLTR. Now you're able to add Bull. You're able to add Palantir. You have Him stock. And you're able to watch these stocks on many different time frames, right? And you're able to actually trade them in your active trader. So now, obviously, I need to connect that to my active trader. So I'll connect this one, which is the blue, and I'll connect this one, which is the red already. So anytime you change these things, they're already populated in your active trader, and therefore you're able to capitalize on the markets effectively and make trades that you need to make. And that's pretty much how you can set up Thinkorswim in a way that might be effective for you. I think I talked about this. You can turn the privacy thing off and on. If you're in a public place, you're in Starbucks, you're in class, whatever you're doing, you can use that. And I think that pretty much sums up this video as far as how I set up my Thinkorswim and how to set it up. If you want to do indicators and settings, that's a whole nother video, but you can right click, you can go to studies, you can add studies. And if you guys kind of want to know what my studies are, these are the studies that I have on my Thinkorswim. So you can pause the video and take a picture of this. You know, I have the moving average exponential, the 34-day, 89-day, 8-day, 21-day. I highly advise you guys to watch video on moving averages. I also use TTM squeeze indicator, which has been relatively helpful as well. It's a very good indicator. I have the MACD, which is important too. VWAP. I used to back in my early days, I never really understood VWAP. VWAP is important though. It really makes a large difference. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions or any other questions, DM me and I'll make another video to try to explain how I set this thing up. But that's it.